Everybody, this is Love is Dead, and I'm coming to you with a broadcast of the Quantic and zNation International Qualifier game. So I've been trying to do these like all day, trying to get a stream up, but I've not been successful. Hopefully this time is a winner. And it looks like my stream is working properly, which is fantastic. Because I was having a huge amount of trouble getting this thing going. But anyways, we're going to start it off here. Quantic banning out the traditional Lycan, and it looks like zNation is going to ban out Nature's Prophet, getting rid of that global gank, and also getting rid of that huge farming potential, as well as damage output that comes from Lycan. He's considered one of the strongest in the professional scene. And now we have a ban of Leshrac. So Leshrac is a good, he can be carried, I guess semi-carried. I don't know if you can call him a full carry, but the edict that comes out on him can deal a lot of damage and can just take down towers. So he can be a big part of a pushing lineup. And they're going to ban out Invoker. So that's going to leave out, well, Windrunner is usually, Windrunner is a good one. Who is popular? Off the top of my head, who else are they going to ban? Can I guess it before they do it? Broodmother? Perhaps zNation will ban out. And it looks like Quantic kind of want to ban out huge damage, maybe, it's hard to say. I'm going to ban out Enchantress, so it's going to leave Chen in the pick, who I forgot about, but if they're not going to ban him out, I'm sure zNation might, well, they might pick him up. If they want to go for a pushing lineup. They're going very anti-push, so perhaps they're going to pick a pushing lineup to counter that. And Chen's going to be banned out, so maybe Quantic sensed out what they're going to do. Darkseer does get through, who is a fantastic pusher. You put him in a lane against some kind of hard carry, and he can, like anti-mage, who needs to farm up, and he can be a huge problem, as well as it kind of stops the option of Broodmother being picked, because, well, it doesn't stop obviously, but Darkseer is really good against Broodmother, dealing damage at the Ion Shell to those spiderlings, and shouldn't have a huge escape mechanism. So, and I think the Ion Shell can track Invest heroes, but I'm not entirely sure. I have to look that one up. They're going to go into reserve time for their first pick here, so they're trying to set it up. So Windrunner is going to be first pick, plus Enigma. Good counter push, both of them. Windrunner can push a lane, not so much, but she can be left alone for a while. And Shadow Demon's going to be the response. So he is mostly a ganker. Although his poison damage can kind of screw up a lane. So he can be solo laned, and he's just a huge ganker though. He can come in with his disruption that gives, it's like a stun where you can't deal damage to him, but when he comes out of that, he can send off his soul catcher and his demonic purge to slow you down, deal you damage, reduce your armor, and let those illusions from diffusion just, you know, hit on you. And with another ganker, with another person in the gank, he can just take out a hero very quickly at level 6. And Queen of Pain, that kind of signals she is only good at ganking, so that signals that they're going to go with the ganking lineup. We'll have to see if Quantic, they're going to pick Morphling in response, so they're going to try to carry this out. Carrying counter is a counter to ganking, so they're going to try to keep it, let's see, they're probably going to try to, maybe they're perhaps going to do like a 4 protect 1 scenario, where just give as much farm as they can to Morphling and get him huge, which is what we've been seeing lately in the scene. Pretty standard Morphling. They could put Darkseer against him, that would be a problem. They could put Queen of Pain mid, and Shadow Demon. We'll see who they're going to pick up with that. They're going to ban out Crystal Maiden as well as Beastmaster, so stopping that huge, those AoE slows, and a lot of stunning power coming out from both Crystal Maiden and Beastmaster. Beastmaster's roar is able to, he can actually get like an entire team with that roar if he gets a really good one. But it can hit even a single target when you're ganking with him, can pretty much ensure a kill. And it looks like, let's see, what are they going to pick up next? Morphling probably going to be in the bottom lane, or he can be mid with like a support. They have Venomancer still available. Vengeful Spirit is going to be the pickup from zNation, which is going to, she's a very good roaming ganker. I think I'm seeing that in this lineup, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, if you hit that missile plus a little Darkseer can deal the Ion Shell damage. Shadow Demon can then respond with a let's see, so if Shadow Demon sets off Diffusion for, ooh, and Brewmaster, I almost forgot about him. He's going to be an excellent addition to this lineup, this carrying lineup, because when they decide to go for the team fight, yeah, they have huge team fight now with Enigma hitting off a good black hole. Beastmaster can then come in. If Beastmaster is focused on, if he's not initiating, if Beastmaster is focused on, he can just go pop into his ultimate and just hop himself away. Well, he did not get away, but just tank up a lot of damage, perhaps get out, perhaps push the other team back. We'll see. And they need a huge amount of damage. I think they need some kind of carry, though. They need something to soak up all the damage that is going to be coming out from Quantic. They don't have the lineup to like push down a tower really that much. They can, of course they can take towers, but they don't have like a huge, 15-minute take set three towers kind of thing. They need some kind of carry. Maybe Vengeful Spirit could do like semi-carry, and Night Stalker is going to be their carry, which is a good pickup because he can tank a lot of damage. He's very quick, can set into this huge gank power that they have now. So except for the Darkseer, every one of those heroes can gank. You get Shadow Demon comes in, fantastic ganker. Night Stalker, when it's at nighttime, you just roam around. Could roam around with the Vengeful Spirit. The stun coming out from Venge could stop the enemy hero long enough to let Night Stalker right click on him. And they could do that to Windrunner or Enigma, and they could also do it to Morphling early on, but they have to be careful when they hit Morphling because he can blink away and then heal himself just a tiny bit with the morph, not really healing, but switching more into strength, thereby giving him more HP. And a Brewmaster gank would be pretty hard, but I think Brewmaster is going to be going mid lane. Morphling's going to go bottom lane. Enigma can be kind of in the jungle, but could be the support that Morphling needs, and then send Windrunner up top. They could put in a jungler. I don't know who they'd pick though. Let's see. They could do with maybe no. They got pretty good. They got a good stun, good slow. They could use a ganker as well, just to sort of counter gank. Venomancer I think would be a pretty decent pickup. I think he would fit pretty well into this lineup. That would give them some early push and sort of pressure on the ganking side, but not actually try to like go for a full gank. I mean, go for a full like tier 3 tower push.
10 seconds remaining.
And if I'm right, well, I didn't get right because I didn't look at the hero, so I don't actually know who is going to be picked up. And they do get Venomancer. Haha. I didn't know that. I didn't cheat. Hope you know. I just want you to know that. And it looks like everything is going to be slowing down a little bit while everyone jumps into the game. I can't actually, hold on, I have to slow this down a tiny bit.
Prepare for battle.
Return. There we go. Alright, we got to pause anyway, so you didn't miss anything. Korok is going to be playing the Morphling. If zNation knows what to do, they're going to be playing Kill Korok, which is a huge strategy against Quantic Gaming. Um, Quirk is just a fantastic player, and not that the rest of the team isn't good. They're fantastic. Quantic plays a really good Brewmaster. I've seen him play that before. Solara can play Windrunner just fine. Last Hit Magic can pull off some amazing ganks, amazing black holes, but Korok really shines. And if you can keep him down, they kind of have a little bit of a problem. So it looks like we're going, I don't know what the lanes are going to be like here. I would say Night Stalker, let's see. They don't have a jungler. I don't think they're going to put Darkseer jungle. I haven't seen him jungle in any pro matches. I could be, just I've missed them, but I haven't seen him before. And it looks like, yep, it looks like we're just going to have a pause. So I think they're going to set off wards. Yeah, Shadow Demon's going to come down and try to ward this area right over here. And it draws on the mini-map, but it doesn't draw on the thing while it's paused. Okay. So they're going to try to hit that ward location to stop this creep camp, and then if I am correct, they got sentry wards, so they're going to try to de-ward that area. It's a game they play really early on. If you ever wondered why the hell they all decide to like walk all the way down and back up, it's because they want to get that ward in there. A ward is really important. It can make sure that they don't pull back, they don't do some creep pulling and pull the lane back real far. So let's see. I would put Queen of Pain doesn't go. Night Stalker should be mid. I would say he needs those early levels so he can be a ganking fiend. But so is Queen of Pain. But I think they're gonna rely on this Night Stalker to be huge. So Queen of Pain will probably be in an off lane. Probably be let's see, top lane. While Darkseer is gonna be bottom lane to deal with Morphling farm. And I'm not sure where Shadow Demon fits into this yet. And Vengeful Spirit, not sure where she fits in either. They could do like a roaming gank, but if they don't get early ganks with Shadow Demon, and Shadow Demon can't be early ganking. He's just not. Well, I guess he could, but if they don't get those ganks early on, they just don't get the farm they need to be able to defeat the carry lineup. And here they go. Where are they going to decide to place the rune? The sentry ward. Standing around, waiting for the heroes to see if they know. They don't even see them yet, so. They're not going to have a clue, and they're just going to plant it right there because perhaps they're trying to be like, okay, well, they haven't seen us, so they don't exactly know where we are, so maybe they're going to try to like look for the off areas where we can be placing that ward, and they're going to block off this camp too. So that would stop middle lane from being able, Brewmaster from being able to go back into this creep camp right here, and then farming up a little bit if he pushes out his lane. Gets him a little bit of vision. No, sorry, this is a sentry ward, so it's not going to do anything. I am sorry, but they are going to be able to see when he does that, so they can try to make a gank on him. So perhaps they are going for like a roaming lineup. And here we go. Woohoo. Alright, well, they don't have any wards up here, so Windrun is going to be alright. She doesn't have any wards herself, so she can't put anything there. She did get lucky with that Invis rune, and they're gonna pause it again. Night Stalker disconnected. Probably looks like he had a little bit of stuff, a little bit of lag. Korok starting off his farm early on. No one in bottom lane though. Indeed. Interesting. So perhaps they are going Darkseer jungle. I would be interested to see this. I know he can jungle fantastically, and he can farm fantastically in the jungle, but I just haven't seen it. So anyways, while this pause is going up, Shadow Demon, he could support Night Stalker middle lane, which would stop Quantic Paint from running in at level 6. If he hits his dispersions, disruption. I keep calling it dispersion. Disruption, right? Then Quantic Paint will be stuck for a little while, and his initiation will be kind of borked. So he could be supporting him middle lane come level 6, but probably doesn't need to be there. earlier, because should be able to be safe. Night Stalker should be alright against Brewmaster. They're both melee heroes. Queen of Pain is going to go top. She's probably going to be supported by Venge. I really want to know if Darkseer's jungling. It's driving me nuts. Enigma, I probably, let's see, he's going for the Sage's Mask. I don't know where the rest of his gold went. Maybe he just went to the Courier. His position right now would suggest he's going into the jungle, and that's a common spot. He got Demonic Conversion, and I guess what he's going to be doing is taking the Demonic Conversion, hitting probably the ranged creep, and then pulling those conversions up to this first area right here. Oh, which he's already done. Sorry. Come on, Night Stalker, come back. I don't have to fast forward this. But I will. I will if I need to. I can cheat. I'm really curious as to why they don't have anyone bottom lane here. Really curious about that. Look at these. Look at the gold. Sitting in the air. Glistening. Lovely gold. I wonder if it'll show up, but in this update they added the morph and strength gain. His morph now, when you gain agility, he glows green. When you gain strength, he glows red. I don't know if the enemy team can see that or not. But I'm also not sure if this replay is going to have it in, because sometimes new features get a little bit screwy. Luminous is, I don't know, some dude split in half? I don't know. This is a joke I'm missing. Maybe Shark? Luminous? Haha! Alright, guys. I'm gonna cheat. Sorry. Wow, that was a long time. Alright. So we have the early initiation onto Paint, which is what I was talking about. That disruption can deal you a lot of damage, and it will keep you stunned up for a little bit. So Darkseer is not going to go in the jungle. He is going to stay at this bottom lane, which I thought he was going to do, and he's getting taken out, having a little bit of a problem, but able to haste himself, run himself back. This Ion Shell is definitely a problem for anyone who is trying to farm up these creeps, but since Morphling is ranged, it's a little bit less of a problem than like someone like Anti-Mage, who would have more of a problem with this. We got Solara versus Queen of Pain, and Vengeful Spirit is free to pull the creep camps, stack them at the next 15-second mark. She's probably going to bring those up here and just deny an entire wave of XP to Windrunner. Windrunner, yeah, she's good against, she's just always a solo lane. Basically. Brewmaster getting himself a haste rune, and that will allow him to run up, and I don't know if he's going to get... No, he can't get Night Stalker here, because Shadow Demon has showed up. And gonna go, but he missed. Nope. He didn't have any mana. He needed 105 mana, he's able to do it. Ooh, nice critical strike there onto Shadow Demon. But he's just doing everything he can, just trying to harass. Now disruption again, and a lot of those illusions do have his drunken brawler aspect, which allows them to deal critical damage. And here we go. We're gonna go on Darkseer. We got one click after a frickin' waveform, and he's able to get himself away. Darkseer very hard to kill solo lane, and they did counter ward. They did get that ward down. And Enigma, I think he's going to pull in the creep wave. Yep, here it is. There it is. And then he's going to pull in the creep wave, deny that XP to Darkseer, allow the lane to push further back, and get his own demonic conversion farm too, I'm sure. He has his soul ring up, and that's going to be a boon for him. Morphling now has to run away from this Ion Shelled creep. And top lane we have just... some regular stuff. the other guys. Night Stalker already has his bottle. I don't think. Let's see. Quantic. Yeah, he doesn't. Painted gold doesn't have it. He needs another 20 gold, and then he can start bottling up the illusion rune down bottom. And it looks like Night Stalker is going to go get it. So he's going to. He pops off his last charge on his bottle, and it looks like we have. Sorry, Night Stalker, Darkseer. Sadoy. I'm just gonna look for that rune, but Night Stalker got it. A lot of wards here on the Radiant side, so they know everything that's going on in their own jungle. Making sure that Enigma doesn't get ganked. He is very squishy, so this ganking power from Night Stalker and Shadow Demon, if they decide to go in and go on to last hit magic, especially when he's using his Soul Ring as much as he is, with such low HP, it is very dangerous for him. So I don't know if that's why they picked up. Let's see, he picked up a smoke, and I probably going to do some farming trick with it. I don't think he's going to try to go in yet. He really should get level 6 before he starts, pulling off like full hard ganks. That would require something like a smoke. Windrunner not doing too bad. So if you're Windrunner and you're in a lane like this, Power Shot is good if you can. I missed it. Shadow Demon goes down. Oh no, Shadow Demon kills Brewmaster. He's having a tough time versus this disruption, as we were talking about, and Night Stalker probably was able to deal a ton of damage with Void as well as soon as he came out of it, slow him down, and just make the illusions deal a lot more damage. So he's going to have a constant problem with that combination. The disruption slow, and then even further slow that's going to come out from Shadow Demon in the next level. And he does not, he has, okay, he's right near his ultimate. He's right near his ultimate. And they're going to disperse here. Nighttime has popped off, so Night Stalker has his, he only has 1 level in Hunter of the Night though. So a little bit limited in the range where he can run. And now Korok is finish up his Ring of Aquila, which is great because it gives him some mana regen as well as a little bit of extra early, agility and a bonus to damage as well. So 6 extra agility plus 9 damage is great early game. So it's a fantastic first pickup for him. We got a Queen of Pain with the bottle as well, and that is pretty standard on her. She needs that mana regen so she can spam her spells like Scream of Pain and deal a lot of damage that way. And they're gonna just trade it back and forth, I think, between her and Vengeful Spirit and keep this lane pressured. I think they're just trying to farm though, not trying to. I don't know if they're actually going to try to make a kill on her. And Darkseer has now moved up into the jungle in the top over here, and he's going to leave this lane up. Not sure if that's a great decision. You don't really want to give free farm to Morphling, but who am I? I don't know. He's going to come back in. I guess that's if he didn't get more than I'm not sure if that's enough gold that he gets in the short time he's in the farm to account for the amount of time he spent out of lane plus the teleport back. Although they could have pulled, and that would have denied him XP anyway, so hard to say. He'll have to watch for that again. See if he runs himself up into the jungle and try to catch it. See exactly when he does that. It looks like Night Stalker, he's going to wait to start off his ganks. Unless they're just waiting on Brewmaster. And it looks like they're probably just waiting on Shadow Demon here to get his level 6 before they decide to go on him. Night Stalker's going to get himself a regen rune, which is a fantastic rune, especially when you're laning mid. And, oop, no, he is, okay, Night Stalker is now looking for a gank, and it's going to be on Windrunner, although they called the miss. I don't even know if she was probably already headed back. So we have 3 heroes up here for Darkseer to deal with, and he's going to find himself Enigma, who is just going to deal a Malefice stun and some damage. Teleport in. Now it is There's a long teleport. Vengeful Spirit coming in, trying to look for some kind of gank. And, ooh, Night Stalker goes down to Morphling. Got an initiation here on Quantic Korok. And Black Hole is able to stop Vengeful Spirit's attack. She has to run herself away. Darkseer helping her out there. Now Shadow Demon in a poor spot right now. Waveform's going to finish him off. And he was also shackled to a tree. Screamer Pain now is going to look for the kill. And I think that was, no, that was an ultimate, not just Screamer Pain. And it looks like they're just now they're shackled to a tree, but she misses the power shot, and it looks like he's gonna die anyway, though. Oh, sorry, no, that wasn't. She just barely got away from that. So sorry about the red X's. That happens when they update the game sometimes in replays. I can't exactly say exactly what it is, but it just happens. So I'm sorry about that, but there's nothing I can do about it. Trust me, if there was, I would do something about it, or perhaps if you know what I can do about it, you can tell me, and I will like you. Night Stalker really wanted that kill. He still has his regen rune, so he didn't pop that off, and he is looking for Painted Gold. He knows he's missing, and I think he might have... No, he didn't see where he went. He saw that he was there. Painted Gold is going to Bottle Courier because he feels he saw that the rune wasn't there. Shadow Demon gets himself a haste rune, and it looks like he's going to be going here on Enigma, who is going to be disrupted up, and he's going to get that Soul Catcher out, going to deal a lot of damage, and the Demonic Purge to finish him off. So they do have that gank secured, and they're going to try to find themselves Venomancer. Probably not going to try to go directly onto Quantic Korok, who is pretty tanky right now. How much else does he have? He has 700 health, but he has plenty of agility. He can morph into strength. They're not going to go on the gank. They didn't get a good initiation, but they're going to look in middle lane. They've been missing for a little while, and they're going to get this initiation. Void slow coming up. We have some right-click damage, and Shadow Vengeful Spirit is a little late to the party because Windrunner is now here and shackled themselves off and do a power shot, and Night Stalker low on health, but it looks like they're going to disruption up Vengeful Spirit. That was good decision on Shadow Demon's part to try to save his partner, but wasn't able to finish off the save. The ultimate popped off here from Brewmaster, and he is going to have to back off a little bit. Night Stalker now coming back and getting hit by the tower a little too much. And now we got a slow coming out on a Painted Gold. Screamer Pain, the ultimate, but not enough to finish him off. They're going to look for the final kill. One more click on him and he will go down. They're going to try to... Ooh, they tried to deny him, but he is finished off. And I think it was... Let's see, who got that kill on Brewmaster? It was Screamer Pain that finished him off, even though the Darkseer wall was popped. And we have stun now on to here from Korok. Korok in not a good position. He's going to be... take a lot of damage from this. They're not going to be able to finish him off, though. He hides himself away. Coming back in, he doesn't want to give up on this. And, oh, I don't know. Should have taken it, man. I can't... Oh, that wasn't good. And I didn't even know where Windrunner came in, but Korok really thought he had that Queen of Pain kill. He really wanted that. Wanted it a little too much, buddy. Sorry about that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Night Stalker picking up a illusion rune. A lot of... Let's see, you got the Venomancer Ward, you got Sentry Ward. Who are they worried about being invisible? I guess they're worried for about a smoke gank. Cork now coming back in, bottom lane. 65 last hits. What does it look like for the gold graph right now? It is in favor of the Radiant. They have been farming really well. They do have a tier 1 tower, so otherwise only a 500 plus gold advantage, so, but they are farming just a bit better. And the XP graph was in favor of the Radiant until that last fight where they lost a lot here. And Night Stalker is going to go on to Painted Gold. I'm not sure where that illusion came from. That might have been a Quantic's illusion, or Quantic. It might have been Korok's illusion. I'm not sure though. Oh no, he got an illusion rune, so he just popped off both of them. Tried to hit on, wrong term. Hit Brewmaster. Windrunner now is not going to be seen at all. So they are getting these early ganks, which is what they need, and they got a nice. They did pick up a kill on Morphling. So that's a little bit of a problem, and their strategy is working out alright. They have Queen of Pain is higher level than Morphling right now. They're not too... No one else is really near them since they have like 9, 8, 8, so... And now they're going to push in this middle tower while they take this top tower. They're going to do a trade. This tower is going to go down first, I would assume. And, ooh, Quantic Quark is also up here pushing this tower in, so... Not a great trade right now if they're not able to finish it off quickly, which they aren't, and the fortification can come up, and now they're going to teleport themselves in. Malphite stun on Shadow Demon. He's going to get away, and they're going to try to finish off this tower, which they should be able to do. They do. And now Disruption out onto Windrunner. Windrunner running herself away, getting slowed up. Swap here is going to put her into a good position, but Black Hole is going to stop Vengeful Spirit. It leaves Darkseer, though, who finishes her off, and the Scream of Pain. I think actually the Scream of Pain got it, and Enigma goes down. And now Darkseer is finished off because Quantic and Beastmaster were there. Brewmaster. Yeah, they're looking for her. Looking for her Night Stalker in the middle lane. A little bit forward. Oh, I think they got her. Yeah, they found her, and she's going to blink herself out. XP now in favor of the Radiant with that team fight going down. That wasn't a great team fight. They didn't. Their gold is even more in favor of Quantic. That wasn't a very good trade. That took way too long to take that tier 1 tower, and then the team fight after it just wasn't in a good position. Although they did try, they might have been able to do it if they were able to deal damage quicker, but they weren't able to get it off. And now Quantic being very aggressive, Korok being very aggressive. He is going to look for farm up here onto Darkseer, and he is now able to be aggressive up here because he has pushed out the bottom lane as much as he really can safely. So he's not going to be. He's going to come up here to get the farm. Darkseer answering back with the same strategy, but he is going to be hit on with the Venomous Gale, and they're not going to try to go on it. He hastes himself out. Grouping up here middle lane, and they're going to look for something onto Painted Gold. They want this tower in return. They should be able to get it with so many heroes here, and Painted Gold sees all this, and he's not going to be willing to go in. His initiation ultimate is not here, and last hit magic revealing himself off with that Malefice, and Queen of Pain blinking in to finish off the kill really quickly. Scream of Pain, and it was just the Scream of Pain that really did that disruption on the Vengeful Spirit, but Brewmaster reveals himself off in the wrong position as well. He's going to go down now. Quantic Korok is here. He's going to try to finish off Darkseer with his wave, but he's just going to deal damage, and it looks like they're going to catch themselves a Windrunner who is trying to get herself away. TP, I wonder if they're going to have enough time, and Disruption. That's not going to be... She goes down, but Quantic Korok picks off Shadow Demon, and that they did shackle Night Stalker while that was happening, but Mikey is out of position. Scream of Pain really long! Wow! That was a nice scream finishing off Korok, so I think that one went in favor of... that one went in favor of zNation, which is what they wanted. Obviously they wanted to go their way, but that's what they were looking for. They didn't get the tower still, though. Ah, well. Give it time. Just give it some time. And now they need to... Morphling needs to get huge now. He does have his Ghost Scepter, so he's looking for that Ethereal Blade. The Ethereal Blade is going to finish off Queen of Pain really fast, as well as Vengeful Spirit. Yeah, Queen of Pain, Vengeful Spirit can go down to that quickly, as well as Shadow Demon. So that combination is going to be huge. They'll probably take out Queen of Pain first so they can stop that Sonic Wave coming out. Her ultimate's just, as we saw, very powerful, all at once. And they're going to stun onto Windrunner, and they're going to get her. No, Windrunner away, but Night Stalker comes into Void and finished up, and now it looks like